Hi, and thank you for joining us today. The Property Show continues to demystify different facets of the real estate sector. On our property pick of the week, we take you to Moke Gardens, an ideal home to come to after the day's hassles, with a lovely breeze and impeccable views of Lukenya Hills. For every successful project, you need a good contractor. We shall be speaking to Eunice on how to identify the right contractor for your next project. On our accessory spot, we take you back to Ngong Road for fun, fabulous and fascinating flower pots that add zinc to any patio, deck or yard. Orange offers more connectivity solutions and takes us through the benefits available across the country. We shall also highlight properties and plots available in the market on the Property Gallery. For this and much more, stay tuned. There is something for everyone. We're in Moke Gardens, an ideal home to come to after the day's hassles, with a lovely breeze and impeccable views of Lukenya Hills. Let's see what they have for us.
Nancy.
Hi, Moses.
Thanks for making all the... Welcome back.
Asante.
Nice to see you. Welcome to Moke Garden. I hope you like our nice little maisonette.
Asante.
Fully functional maisonette. Pleasant colors, but what I love about this space is the fresh air. Yes. You can feel the country breeze. Yes. You see the mature gardens. Yes. And believe it or not, the mother of the house.
Wow.
Bell working, ready for people to move in immediately.
Wow.
Karibu Moke Gardens.
Asante. Wow.
Look at this. Sitting room space. Enough for 6-8 people to sit comfortably. Modern furnishings, beautiful colors. And yet, with a 4-bedroom on a full 1/8 of an acre, you've still got space for kids to play. We'll see that later.
I actually like the finish, and you've not taken anything for granted. The finish is very good.
No shortcuts. The tiling, the same standard you expect from other projects we've been involved in. Yes. The wall furnishings, when we are talking about the curtain brackets, we are talking about nice, simple curtain rails, which allow the light. Again, my game about the lights is something the developer here really understands, because he said, if we're going to have people with country living, we should also have people who understand that they should be able to see the country in which they live. And this Moke Gardens does very well.
I love the Lukenya Hills view from here.
Better still, around the Lukenya Hills view, just over the hill, you get Daystar University, planning to go to over 10,000 students. And 10,000 students, even if they don't rent your house, will have another 1,000 teachers. Yes. Because Daystar is that kind of university. Yes. So you've got the potential for some serious investment with a very good return. Even as you overlook the Lukenya Hills, you're having your dinner, all 6-8 of you, because there's a lot of space to expand. And you've got the country background, you've got the backdrop of the fresh air, and yet you've got all this breezy environment. What more do you want?
It's actually very cool when you're inside the house.
And yet it was quite warm outside.
Yes, yes.
Because of the geography. The architect actually placed the house so you get the optimal breeze without getting the heat.
Wow.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Let me show you the kitchen.
Beautiful.
Nancy, as you can see the kitchen as well.
Wow.
Look at the space, look at the light. Cabinetry to die for. Yes. Enough space for all the crockery and cutlery any decent family can imagine. And on top of that,
more space.
More space.
And the granite top.
Granite tops all the way with a surrounding kitchen. Wow. With space for whatever size cookers you have and your fridges in the other corner. Space and light. And then you've got your nice kitchen yard. So you've got the privacy of your clothes drying in a nice kitchen yard without people overlooking your clothes as they dry.
Yes,
you don't have anybody looking at what you washed yesterday. And yet, you've got enough space for children to play.
It's true.
And each house has a garden like this.
Wow. In fact, you have 2 gardens.
Front and back.
Yes.
It's a full 1/8.
Yes.
None of that 40 by 30 conversation. Full 1/8 with your own title. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing, amazing. Very comfortable.
And water in abundance in the area, including the fact that all houses have got solar water heating as per the law. And yet, this was done over a year ago, because we are ahead of the times here. with tiling done to the kind of specifications you expect. None of this challenges with the grout and none of the fun kind of colors you feel. They have matched the colors, they have matched the tiling, and they've matched the workmanship. All for less than 11 million shillings. And yet you've got enough space for laundry and an adequate pantry. This kitchen has everything a family would need. Wow. Amazing space.
Wow.
Yes?
It is amazing. I like it.
Now let me start by showing you the downstairs guest room before I take you to the other 3 bedrooms upstairs. Why don't we start with the guest room downstairs?
Lovely.
Come through here. But before you do, there's a full-fledged guest toilet here and a bath, so that the guest room allows somebody to use the bathroom, and yet the rest of the guests can still use the bathroom. Well spaced, well controlled.
Actually, very well spaced.
Very well spaced. Come through to the guest bedroom. Again, enough space for a full double bed, loads of cabinet space, loads of cabinet space, loads of cabinet space. And remember, this is a guest who's just passing through, right? But yet, the developer has made them feel very comfortable and welcome. You don't feel like you're a guest who's imposing on the family.
Yes.
And still, the light and the space.
There's a lot of natural light.
A lot of natural light. Now, coming through to the upstairs, let me show you the 3 bedrooms upstairs. Nancy, as we are going upstairs, let me show you that we also have adequate storage under the stairs.
Yes.
So no space is wasted. So bicycles, golf kit, children's soccer, sweaty shoes, there's enough space for everything. Come upstairs, let's look at the master and suite and the 2 other bedrooms, which make this a perfect family space. Ladies first.
Yes.
Now the beautiful thing about the stairs, feel how comfortable 2 grown-ups are and you're not bumping into each other. And yet look at how wonderful Italian ceramics they've put in. You get that country feel to the stairs, and yet you've got furniture you need to bring up the stairs. You've got settees you need to bring up. More than enough space. Wonderful, isn't it? Imagine, Nancy, in other houses, people would be putting big chuma grills and blocking because of how unsafe they're worried about staying in an estate in the middle of town. But this is the kind of house where you don't need a lot of grilling. Once you've got the secure windows, which are acting as grills, because those are double-sided bars, you've got the free space for the children to rotate around the house. So you get that air, and then the high ceilings also give you the benefit of the fresh air the whole day. That's the kind of country living you want for less than 11 million shillings.
You've done well.
It's worth every penny.
Yeah.
Come through here. Coming through here, Nancy, look at the light again.
Yes.
You cannot believe the amount of light and space. Tiling, the same quality as before. Cabinet space like other people would have in a master bedroom. With the space you have, you make this a double-decker, you've got 2 children in the room. You're a family which have 8 children, we can distribute them accordingly. But if you're fortunate to have kids grown up and you just need the 1 child back, you simplify it back, more space for clothes or for guests. All in a simple, what seems like 1 little room for a little family. And yet, there are 2 more like it.
Oh.
Come through. Let's come through to the 2nd child's room. Again, light, but now feel the breeze. Because now you're on the other side of the house.
Yes, I can see. I can see.
You're back to the hills. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Imagine your child reading to that over the weekend. Again, loads of space. Loads of space. And each time, Muse has made sure there's enough space for the young one to have their little desk to do the homework. And when they finish, to do something on the computer. And still, there's enough space for another double-decker. Wow. We are up to 4 beds in 2 rooms, and yet we still haven't done the master. Come through, let's check out the master. And before we get to the master, there is actually a communal loo, which is actually not just a toilet, but it's a full-fledged shower, nice aluminium, strong doors, with enough space for you to go and wash your child as they grow, but more importantly, for the children to flourish around in the water as they enjoy themselves and get clean. Look at that.
Wow.
More than enough space. Yes. Again, even here, light.
Lots of light.
Lots of light.
Yeah.
Nancy, the amazing thing about the master bedroom is the walkway. As you pass the master and suite, again, full-fledged shower, toilet, you first pass
your wardrobe?
The wardrobes. Set 1. Wow. Then your wardrobes. Set 2.
Yes.
And it gets better. there's still enough space for a second dresser, not just the one dresser where she has to force all her little perfumes. So you're fighting with each other in the morning. You put yours on that side, she puts hers on this side, and yet you still have the full kiwanja for the adult entertainment. And still, all with the backdrop of the beautiful Lukenya Hills.
Yeah.
Now you overlook your backyard, you've got the benefit of having the fresh air coming through the master bedroom,
Yes.
and yet the master bedroom is the farthest room in the house from the rest of the house. You've got the privacy to have your adult discussions far from the family. Any disagreements are ironed out long before you go back to the family. Just look at the size of this room. Where else, not just in Lukenya, in the whole of Greater Nairobi, do you find value for money with a bedroom of this size for less than 11 million shillings? And it's a 4-bedroom house? This is not just value, this is a kingdom.
Moses, I must admit that in my other life, I actually dealt with this project. And at the time, it looked so far.
It looked like a pipe dream.
Exactly, complete pipe dream. What has made it tick, this project?
One of the key things that have made a difference is the support from the governor. This is a county where the governor is pro-development. And I confidently say he's pro-family. When the developer went and approached the governor and his team, one thing they did was, in conjunction with Daystar, which is just around the corner, less than 3 kilometers away, they engaged the governor and his team, and they decided to do the whole road all the way around, past the university and round to the front, going back towards Devki. Wow. The university is less than 3 kilometers. It's an all-weather road. It's going up to be bitumen standard within the next 24 months. And then he had the tenacity to last for the long haul, because some developers always seem to forget. It's not the dream that is important, it's realizing the dream. I think he's realized the dream.
And now, Moses, as I always tell you, you're a big boy when it comes to development. And when I see what you've done, I can only say congratulations. How many projects are you handling at the moment?
We've been very blessed as Proxima because we have been advising some clients, and others we actually engage them and even invest in them. You are aware we have an investment in the Oyster Village project.
Yes.
Here we have taken a stake as the professionals supporting the sales and marketing effort. Then we've got an interest in the Tamarind franchise, where they're doing something in Utawala. There they should be finishing the sample houses in the next few weeks. And I believe we'll be looking at another program for Nancy to come and talk about the housing. And yet we've since been blessed and have engaged some people in Durban, and the sample house will be ready by the middle of November.
I would love to show Kenyans what you're doing in South Africa.
And we are working with South Africans who are from Kenya. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
It's a question of integrity, and the people we choose to work with are people with integrity. That makes a very big difference to the way we've grown.
Moses, you have such a drive. What keeps you going? Because I know running developments is not an easy thing. In fact, I know so many people give up along the way. What keeps you going?
I think we have got the same kind of background, Nancy. You have got tenacity. You have got the self-drive to believe in yourself. But more than that, I have time and again seen you read your little Bible. Believe in God and trust in family. I'm very well supported by a very able wife. And then I've got the family and the mentorship of people who've gone before me. We come from a family of developers, but more importantly, the friends of my father who passed on over 13 years ago have supported me in making sure I don't make the kind of mistakes they went through in the 70s and 80s. But more than that, I've got a good relationship with my maker, with my priest, and with my bank. In those three, I think you're safe.
We're having a challenge right now for developers in going into the banks, and any little things, they panic and they don't know where to turn to. What advice would you give developers? Because actually running a development is a challenge and you'll find so many obstacles. So how can we keep the developers to keep on the track until they finish the projects?
A good example is Moke Gardens.
Yes.
Moke Gardens began the conversation with one bank.
Yes.
When that relationship didn't mature because of the time factors, he then went and talked to another bank, but he was honest about the challenges he had faced in the past. A lot of developers seem to think you should hide things under the carpet. Always come and talk to your bank while you're contemplating the project, not when you've finally struggled and you're choking because you've run out of money and then the banks can't see where you took it. Then talk to other developers. The Kenya Private Developers Association, an amazing resource. It's helped me in untoward numbers of ways. And yet, everybody there has got an experience which it might not be yours, but it will warn you about the pothole that you should watch out for. Talk to your peers, talk to your bank, and pray to your God.
Congratulations, and I love Moke Gardens. It's finally here.
Absolutely, and it'll only get better. Thank you very much for making time.
Asante sana.
Karibu lakini.
In this place we have three sources of power. We have electricity by Kenya Power and Lighting Company, and we have a transformer in the compound. We have solar, which you have seen on the roofs of each house for heating water. We also have a standby generator. So those are the three sources of power. We have a 24-hour guard security. They have got dogs at night. We have also perimeter wall. We have also included internet technology. In other words, will be CCTV and other gadgets that will help us that are internet based. Water, we have three sources. We have borehole, which is standby. Then we have the county government water supply. They have rehabilitated recently the Nutresh water line, which is sourced at Mount Kilimanjaro. It's very fresh water. And then we have rainwater, so you have experienced the showers, so you have been here. We also do recycle the water, which we again put back for irrigation and for cleaning. The name Moke means come, all of you come. And so I'm welcoming everybody to come and experience living in this place. Moke, come.
Moke Gardens, a modern estate, is located on a 40-acre piece of land in Lukenya, northeast of Athi River off Mombasa Road. It is a 25-minute drive from Nairobi CBD and less than 20 kilometers away from Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Learning institutions with close proximity to the estates are St. Shina's Hill School, Lukenya Boys and Girls Secondary School, as well as Daystar University. Cooperative Bank, Equity Bank, and KCB ATM are the banks within reach in the area. Some of the shopping centers within the area include Home Direct Supermarket and Mini Supermarket. The health facilities in the vicinity are the Aga Khan University Hospital, Usalama Medical Center, and Bethel Medical Services. Recreational centers nearby include Nairobi National Park and Giraffe Center. Transportation is also made easier by Syokimau Railway Station, which is not too far from the estate.
Moke Gardens, meticulously designed environment with a serene lifestyle within the outskirts of Nairobi where you can experience living. Accommodation includes spacious lounge with a dining area, an open granite kitchen with shelves and cabinets, magnificent well-ventilated bedrooms, master ensuite, bathrooms fitted with hot water shower, spacious inbuilt wardrobes. Common amenities include enhanced security with high perimeter walls, 24-hour guard services, razor and electric wires, power supply, renewable solar energy for water heating, standby generator, common area lighting, pumping, sprinkling and smart systems, water supply, boreholes on site, rainwater harvesting, recycled water, paved paths and parking, landscaped botanic gardens and gym. The price for this property range from 2.8 million Kenya shillings for the studio apartment to 3.8 million Kenya shillings for the 3-bedroom apartment. For investors, the rental income expected for these apartments range from 12,000 Kenya shillings to 30,000 Kenya shillings per month. For the maisonettes, the prices are 8.15 million Kenya shillings for the 3-bedroom maisonette and 10.15 million Kenya shillings for the 4-bedroom maisonette. If you're buying the units as an investment, the rental income expected ranges from 35,000 Kenya shillings to 60,000 Kenya shillings per month.
For details on this and other properties available in the market, please visit our offices. And that is Moke Gardens. Join us and Maina Kageni next weekend at the open day to experience country living for yourself. More often than not, we do not know what to look for when we are trying to get a good contractor. Eunice will take us through essential information on how to identify the right contractor. The success of every project is the contractor working on the site. Today we have Eunice Mohori, an engineer by profession, who is also a contractor, and she'll be telling us how to pick your next contractor. Karibu sana on the show.
Thank you so much.
Eunice, what is the role of a contractor on site?
The contractor, I would say, is the most important person in a project because he can either make or break or destroy the vision of the project. The role of the contractor is to implement what has already been designed. When everybody else has done the paperwork and everything else, all the drawings are ready, somebody needs to put up the building to what it is intended to be, and that is the contractor's work.
And how do I pick a good contractor?
Yes, as a developer or as the client in the project, you can decide to vet the contractor yourself. After you have been given the references by the consulting team or the tender committee, if there is a tender committee dealing with the tendering process, then you can demand to see the work of the contractor that has been picked and make sure that you see the projects that the contractor has done in the past, maybe even interview the previous clients that he has dealt with and other consultants who have dealt with him, so that you know exactly who the person is and what the capability is. Because papers can cheat. You can be given a very good profile by the contractor and it will not be what is capable on the ground.
Must a contractor be able to read all the drawings, the engineering drawings, the electrical drawings, the architectural drawings? Should the contractor have the capacity to read that?
Yes, that is very important because that is the only way that he is able to interpret the drawings and implement what is supposed to be implemented on the ground. And if he doesn't have the qualified personnel to do that, then you have wrong things on the ground. They'll construct the wrong way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once I have settled on a contractor, which documentation do I require to sign off?
Okay, once you have picked the contractor and now you are about to start the project, you need to enter into a contract. The contractor needs to give you a performance guarantee. That one is very important. Just in case he doesn't perform, then you have somebody to pay you up. That is usually got from either your insurance companies or from the bank. And you need to now get the consulting team to give him the necessary drawings and all that, which form part of the contract documents. Normally in the building contracts that are signed between the developers and the contractors, there are clauses that allow for exit by either party or by what we call mutual termination. If you both agree that this is not going anywhere, or the client or the developer comes and says, I have reached my end, I don't have money, we cannot go ahead, why don't we mutually terminate this? You pay the contractor either loss of profit, or you pay the contractor what he has already performed for. You value the work he has already done, and you both exit as friends.
In every project, we know that the contractor has key people who work with the contractor. Who are the key people me as a developer can also interact with to make sure that my project is going well, and I can also pick the red flags before it gets nasty?
Okay, for starters, you have the consulting team. Those are the team of the architect, the engineers, whether structural, electrical, mechanical, and the quantity surveyor. those ones will be with the project all through from design until the implementation is over, because they will be the ones who will be supervising to see whether the contractor is doing what is supposed to be done, whether the project is coming up as they intended in the designs. Then on the ground, it is advisable to have a clerk of works. He is the eyes of the developer and the consulting team on the ground. And he is the one who alerts them of any issues on the site. He keeps records also of how the contractor is performing, like if whether the contractor on a daily basis or on a weekly basis has had enough labor for the work going on, whether enough materials have been delivered, whether the quality of the materials delivered is correct. So he is going to be your eyes on the ground, and it is important to have a clerk of works on the ground.
As a contractor, give me one of your success stories where you went in, the contract finished within the timelines, the costs remained as expected or even lower, and everybody was happy.
We have done several projects. For example, on Wood Avenue, Applewood Park, that was our project. We did the construction. We've also done Ripen Complex on Mombasa Road. We've also done NPC Buruburu. We've done Apron Center in town near Kampala Coaches. Those projects, we managed to do them within the allowed limits, or in terms of timeline and in terms of finances. Yeah.
Asante sana, give us your parting shot.
The only thing I would like to caution developers or clients or people intending to get into construction is look out and be sure that the contractor you're hiring can perform. These days you cannot have a contractor who is not registered with NCA, National Construction Authority, and other relevant bodies. Somebody who has a track record. You've heard of contractors who abandon projects. Somebody just gets paid and goes, or somebody, the minute they get into the project, they start claims and claims and claims that never end, which also paralyze the project and make the project very expensive unnecessarily.
Asante sana.
Thank you.
Don't go away, we'll be right back. There you have it. You now know how to pick the contractor for your next projects. Fun, fabulous and fascinating flower pots add zinc to any deck, patio or yard. We take you back to Ngong Road to discover distinct ideas for plant and pot combinations.
I found that there were challenges in people who landscaped and also people who provided pots. So I decided to try the market, and I can say the reception has been good. The price range is actually moderate. There are even pots which go for 200 shillings, but the most expensive will go for 10,000 shillings. Yeah, it depends with seasons. Normally you find like when the year starts from around January, most people are preferring to buy planter pots. The normal pots to do the plants, but when it comes during the holiday seasons, people are buying the decorative pots, mostly to use in weddings and other occasions. The most commonly material we use is clay to make the pots. Actually, that is readily available. It's also cheap to make it, so it regulates the mode of the price to be a bit cheaper. So we use clay to make some pots, but also the other pots that we use concrete to do them. In a market like this that we are, it's very competitive because normally the designs are the same. So you also have to be a bit creative when you're doing your own designs. So sometimes we sit down, we make our own designs, or even go over the internet and try to find designs that are trending, and then we come up with them in clay pots. The pot business has led us to different places in the market. We're able to do the pot business, but also again, because of selling the pots, we're able to venture into landscaping. So you're able to provide pots for people who are landscaping in their homes. So the company has also diverted to do landscaping. As you can see, we have a range of pots. They are different in shapes. We have different sizes. And I also want to show you maybe some of the pots which are on this side. We call them jars. The ones which are lower and painted in those designs, we call them jars. And normally we plant plants which are big, plants like bamboo and other flowery plants. We also have different ones, like the ones which are on top, we call them the fish pots. A fish pot normally is just, we got the design from just looking the way a fish is, and we designed it so we call it the fish pot. Normally they are put in places, like in the house for example, you just put some colory flowers on top of them. You don't plant live flowers, so they are decorative pots. So if you are in an office area or in a house area, you just place it at the corner and normally just put the flowers on top. It also depends with the theme of the house. That is why you see we've done different patterns. Other pots that normally we do are the planter pots. The planter pots, you can see them, they are down and they come in different sizes. These are some of the big sizes. You plant big plants. For example, you can do palm trees in them. You can also do big trees in them. And normally just to plant plants. You can also do different shades of color and varnish on top of them. So that is why you can see some are in their natural clay color, others are done varnish on them, but also they have different patterns. You can see, if you look for example like this pot, the pattern is just a flowery pattern. There are pots which are influenced by things that will look like. For example, a bamboo tree. If you look at the stem of a bamboo tree, normally has this shape on them. And also there is the part that you see the knobs where they protrude on the bamboo tree. So this one was influenced by looking at a bamboo, and we did the design, and now you can be able to plant a plant inside them, and they are very, very attractive pots. Apart from the big pots that I was able to show you, we also have the different pots, the small pots. Normally these are used inside offices and in houses, placed against window panes. And also placed on the desk. You may have an office desk and you want to place something decorative. So depending with the colors that suit you. For example, during the wet seasons, maybe at night or during the wet seasons, sometimes you can use this pot. This pot is a jiko. We call them the pot jikos. So when it's a bit cold, you just light firewood inside or even do charcoal inside. And then when it burns up, the pot is able to take up the heat. And then you can use it maybe overnight inside the house or just a place you want to sit. This is like a water tank. The water tank is used to cool water. What we do is, it can be used the way it is. You just use scooping, something to scoop the water, or we do a drill on the side of the pot and we do a tap on it. Right now we finished, but I wanted to do on these ones. So you just do a tap on this area, and then you put waters. For example, this pot will take up to 80 liters of water. So there's a cover you cover on top, do fresh water, and then now you're able to have very, very cold water. And the water is also very sweet because the pot normally acts as a coolant to the water. As you know, after you've done your building, even if you do a building and it's so nice and you don't have plants, you may not be able to do the beautification. So the beautification is done in the landscaping part. And in the landscaping part, that is where we start. Different plants that you can see, for example, the phormium grasses. These are grasses you're able to grow in places that you want to hide, big places. We have different plants like the fan plants. Also, there are plants that normally have a very nice scent to your home. For example, the Bromfacia passiflora, commonly referred to the African name as the yesterday, today, and tomorrow. If you're able to see this plant when grown somewhere in your compound, the different flowers that produces have a very sweet smell in your compound. We have lots of plants, very many plants, different type of plants. We have big and small, in all colors, in all shapes, in all designs. And you can only be able to achieve that, that good look that you want in your home by hiring somebody who is qualified to do that. You hire somebody who knows all about landscaping. He comes down, he may be able to advise you where to grow the big plants, where to grow the flowery plants, and where to grow plants which normally attract bees. Because different plants can only grow in different places. But this is just part of what we do. But we do more than this, and we have other sources that we also get our plants. Thank you so much. This is our work.
Ngong Road has a variety of options to enhance your landscape style. Just as conversation changes with Orange, they provide you with a rewarding experience in all the Orange outlets.
We have 37 Orange Shop branches within all the 47 counties in Kenya. Our strategy is to bring our services and products closer to consumers, make it easy for you to be able to access our services without having to come to our major branches. There's a shift being noted in retail where customers are preferring to work from home, from their small offices, home offices, SME companies, and our aim is to be able to bring our services closer to you so you don't have to drive into the CBD centers within the counties to get services. Rather, go into your nearest mall and get an Orange Shop near you. We'll be able to get the same high quality standards in product offering within those branches as well as what you would get within a major branch. Some of the products and services available within Orange. When you walk into an Orange Shop, you'll be able to get expert advice. We listen to you, get your needs, do an analysis of what your needs are, and offer you the best solution to fit your needs. That would be within sale of modems, airtime, handsets, some of our postpaid services and our prepaid services as well. Then we also offer bill payments for our services. Once you pick up a solution, you'd walk into an Orange Shop and be able to pay your postpaid bills. Also come in for your prepaid billing. We also offer Orange Bima, which comes in with every handset you buy or device you buy from Orange Shop. You have a choice of picking up an insurance cover for your device, making sure that in case you lose your device or you damage it, you at least get back some gratuity to be able to purchase another device. You also get a rider of a life cover on it. That comes as an added value for the solution. We also offer Orange Money, which is a money transfer service. You'd be able to register this on your Orange line. You get to be able to send and receive money from across all networks and send to all networks as well. Other services that we also offer include bill payments and after-sale service for the devices that you have procured through Orange. We also have Orange Ziada, which is a loyalty program for our customers, where for every airtime you top up on your line, be it for data or for voice or SMS, upon consumption you earn points which you can be able to come and redeem for either a device, a modem, a handset, airtime or data bundles. The beauty about Orange Ziada is that you're earning points upon consumption, not upon loading, which means if you get airtime sent to you on your line, you still be earning points from consuming the airtime. Customer coming to an Orange Shop should expect personalized service from skilled attendants who would be able to do a thorough needs analysis of what their needs and requirements are, ensuring they give them a product or a solution that will meet them at their point of need first time right. So we commit to that. We welcome you to Orange Shops anytime. Karibuni.
Look out for new products at your nearest Orange outlets. Up next, we explore property and plots available in the market.
Daima Springs Apartments is a family-oriented gated community in the popular suburb of Imara Daima, located off Tegla Lorupe Road along Mombasa Road, with 3- and 4-bedroom apartments. Accommodation includes spacious lounge with huge windows and balcony, drying balcony and splash area, master bedroom ensuite, all bedrooms with inbuilt wardrobes, common bathroom with shower and cloakroom, high-class finishes, centralized DSTV connection and TV cabling, fitted kitchen with pantry, and domestic servants' quarter provided per unit. Common amenities include jogging track, children's playground, enhanced security with gatehouse and stone perimeter wall with electric fence all around the property, ample cobble-paved parking, standby generator that serves common areas, and underground water storage and palatable water supply. The apartment's proximity to Imara Daima railway station makes commuting easier for the residents. The price guide for this prime apartments is 8.75 million for the 3-bedroom apartment and 9.75 million for the 4-bedroom apartment. The rental rates are, for the 3-bedroom apartment, 50,000 Kenya shillings, and for the 4-bedroom apartment, 60,000 Kenya shillings per month.
Nula Apartments are strategically located 10 minutes away from Nairobi's Central Business District and Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, 3 minutes from the Wilson Airport at the intersection of Langata Road and the Southern Bypass. Nula Apartments offer comfort, style and convenience with a selection of 2- and 3-bedroom apartments of 105, 123 and 145 square meters to choose from. Security is well addressed with an enclosed staircase for 4 units per floor. Accommodation includes spacious sitting room with large windows that let in beautiful natural light and a balcony, a lounge/dining room, master bedroom and suite, well-lit bedrooms with inbuilt wardrobes providing for ample storage, a fully fitted kitchen with sufficient storage space that comes with an inbuilt oven, cooker and a hood, a washing area and a detached DSQ. Common amenities include a shopping mall, a clubhouse and gym, a children's play area, swimming pool, internet and TV connectivity, Nairobi City Council water, a borehole and backup water storage for each unit, solar water heating, perimeter wall with an electric fence and CCTV cameras, landscaped gardens and ample parking. Price guide for this prime property is 8.25 to 9.15 million Kenya shillings for the 2-bedroom apartment, 10.6 to 11.5 million Kenya shillings for the 3-bedroom apartments, 12.1 to 13 million Kenya shillings for the 3-bedroom apartment with a DSQ.
75 acres at Mulolongo. Located off Mombasa Road at Mulolongo, Mavoko Municipality with access from Beijing Road. The land is 20 minutes drive from the Nairobi city centre and 5 minutes from the Syokimau train station. These 75 acres are divided into parcels of 5 acres and 2.5 acres. These plots are ideal for both commercial and residential developments as they are only 1 kilometer from the main all-weather access road. Residential communities in the area are Olenyori Estate and Great Wall Apartments. The plots are also in close proximity to the Athi River town and the major banks. Schools within the area include Joyland Preparatory School and Kitengela International School. Price available on request.
Tune in for more properties next week or visit our offices for more information. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. Asanteni sana. Real estate continues to be the safest place to invest as the property show keeps getting bigger and better with the prime investment options we bring you each week. If you're a commercial, residential or leisure developer or even a service provider, call on the property show to position you across East Africa and beyond. You can catch our previous shows on our YouTube channel and engage us on our Facebook and Twitter pages. We meet again next week for yet another comprehensive show on the Media Authority on all things property. There is something for everyone. Kwaheri.